Good morning, children. I hope you are fit and fine. Today I am going to explain the remaining part of the magnetic effect of current. Before I start of that, I think that you all are maintaining your potential for a steady and uninterrupted study. You must maintain your interest and study. As a teacher, we try to provide you the best as much as possible. You try to take maximum benefit. I am presenting a video for you again. If you like, subscribe, as well as you can give your personal view on my WhatsApp number also. Thank you. Now we proceed. Children, today I am going to discuss the gist of this chapter. I am going to discuss the rules, the concept used for electric motor as well as electric generator. Got it, children? I am going to discuss some concept and rules for electric motor and electric generator. So very carefully you listen and prepare the note and learn them. See, children, first on the topic is given. It is not only this topic, force on a conductor carrying current in a magnetic field. It is a topic, but it is a question and answer for electric motor. And other way I say that this line is a basic principle for electric motor. Now you try to understand, and it was proposed by scientist A.M. Ampere. See, try to understand. Current carrying conductor, conductor carrying current. It is what? It is also a magnet, and that current carrying conductor when placed in a magnetic field means another magnet. Then you think what happens? If there are two magnets, they are close to each other, so they experience the force. Either the force is repulsive or attractive. So attractive or repulsive force act when the two magnets are close to each other, and that's why it is given force on a conductor carrying current in a magnetic field. Means if a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experienced a force, and this is the basic principle for your electric motor. Got it, children? Now we can explain the same thing with the help of an activity also. In the chapter, children, 12 to 13 activities are given in your textbook also. Please go with each and every activity, since in our CBSE board exam, one question asked on the activity based. So read the activities, practice the diagrams, try to explain the activities in point wise, and on the last you must try to give your observation. So what we have a topic today, force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. We can explain them with the help of activity. This is activities in the book itself given, and this activities was asked many times in our board examination. So please you learn it. Now see, children, it is a U-shaped magnet, that is called horse magnet, and AB is a conductor, children. AB is what? AB is a conductor. That conductor is connected through wire and circuit. Am I clear? It is hanged with a clamp also. Now when the switch is on, we can find that once the conductor pulled toward the magnet, and when the direction of current is reversed, then we have noticed then this conductor AB go away from the magnet, come toward the magnet, or come inside the magnet, or go outward the magnet. This proves that a force acts on a conductor, and so when current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experienced a force. So this activity is going to explain that when a conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experienced a force. Am I clear, children? Yes. And this is the basic principle. Now we have three things. One, the electric field. Second is the magnetic field, and third is what? Force. So now we are going to discuss the three terms in this concept. Before go for that, I like to tell you that force on a current carrying conductor depends, related to that, there is a formula that F is equal to BIL sin theta. So for B means, B stands for magnetic field, you all know, I stands for current, L is the length of the conductor, and sin theta is the angle between magnetic and electric field. So BIL is a constant, but for maximum force, the orientation of magnetic field and electric field, theta is what? 90 degrees, sin theta. So for maximum value of the sin theta, theta should be what? 90 degrees. So many times question is asked for 1 mark. What is the condition for getting the maximum force? Your angle is that theta is what? 90 degree. Theta is 90 degree means magnetic field and electric field both are perpendicular to each other. And when the theta is 0 degree means when magnetic field and electric field are parallel to each other, in that case no force act over there. Got it, children? Now children, we come to another slide. Regarding this, your concept, whatever we learned that force act on a current carrying conductor is explained by Fleming, a very famous scientist Fleming. He explained how this electric field, magnetic field and force exist together. इसके लिए explain करने के लिए he given a law, he given a rule that is called Fleming's left hand rule. So we can stretch our left hand like this. It is given in the book itself. So if you stretch our left hand, always this forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, this central finger indicates the direction of current, then thumb indicates the direction of force or motion. Am I clear? Again I am telling you, forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, central finger indicates the direction of electric current, then thumb indicates the direction of force, and all these three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. So this is the Fleming's left hand rule, and that rule is used to explain the direction of force, electric field and magnetic field, and this rule is also basis for electric motor. Now we come to the another slide. Okay, now children, I can say that magnetism is present in medicine also. What I say, a small topic is in the yellow box given in our book itself. आप देख लोगे, magnetism in medicine. What is magnetism in medicine? I like to explain. In our body there are so many charges present in our nerves. These charges, while they flow, then they constitute a small current within our bodies. That small current in our bodies execute magnetic field, and so there is a technique that is called MRI. Technique is called MRI, that full form that is magnetic resonance imaging. That technique is used to take the image of brain and heart to diagnose them. So by the MRI technique, magnetic resonance imaging technique, the image of our brain and heart are to be taken for diagnosis, and further any treatment is required for that. So magnetism is also present in medicine also. Now another children, I am going to discuss very important thing, that electromagnetic induction. Previously I have discussed whatever the concept force acting on a current carrying conductor magnetic field, that was the basic concept for what? Electric motor. And Fleming's left hand rule is help to decide the direction of electric field, magnetic field and force. Now I am going to discuss the electromagnetic induction, and this is the basic principle for electric generator. Now children, you see over there what is, and it was proposed, it was discovered by scientist, very famous scientist Michael Faraday. What is the electromagnetic inductions? See children, there is a coil. You know that there is a coil. This coil is connected with a galvanometer. Galvanometer is a device, book में दिया हुआ है. There is a device that is used to measure very small current. Though we can use ammeter, but ammeter is used to measure large current. But wherever we need to find very small current, then we need a galvanometer. So when galvanometer is attached over there, here is a coil is over there, and you take a bar magnet. When the bar magnet is pushed in or out of this coil, then what happens? we can find that there is a deflection in the needle of the galvanometer. Are you understanding, children, what I say? When the bar magnet is moved inside or if you take outside, both the case we can find that there is a deflection in the, you can say one the deflection in the left side, another case when it is taken out the deflection will be what, outside. Means when the magnet is moved in or outside, then there is a deflection in the galvanometer. And when magnet is not moved, magnet is stationary, in that case there is no movement. What do you mean by that? We mean that if there is a relative motion between magnet and coil, either the magnet is moved or coil is raised, or maybe that magnet is raised, coil is moved, both the way it is true. So if there is a relative motion between magnet and coil or conductor, a current is induced in the conductor, current is produced in the coil, and this is known as what? Electromagnetic induction. Now, an electric current produced in a closed circuit, by changing magnetic field is called an induced current. Again, an electric current produced in a closed circuit by changing magnetic field is called an induced current, and this is called as electromagnetic induction. It was discovered or proposed by scientist Michael Faraday. Now there is a, sometimes it is asked, what is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction? क्या है? So here I am giving over there. The rate of change of magnetic field is directly proportional to the induced current. The rate of change of magnetic field is directly proportional to induced current. What does it mean? How much there is a motion, there is a relative motion between conductor and magnet, that is called the rate. Rate means how fast the magnet is moved or coil is moved, then accordingly large amount of current is produced, and it was given by scientist Faraday. That's why it is called as Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. What is this? Again I am repeating. The rate of change of magnetic field is directly proportional to induced current or current, you can say. Got it, children? The rate of change of magnetic field is directly proportional to induced current. Now, children, one thing it comes to your mind. Why we move the magnet in or out, then the current is produced. Moving the magnet in or out means what? We are changing the magnetic field, and by changing the magnetic field, that magnet exert force on the free electrons of the conductor, and free electrons constitute moving over there, and they form the electric current over there. So changing the magnetic field means moving the magnet in or out, the current is produced, and this is known as electromagnetic induction, and it is the basic principle for our electric generator. Now this concept can be explained by another activity also. Now take, here is two coil 1 and coil 2. Coil 1 is connected with the cells, battery and keys, and coil 2 is connected to galvanometer. It is not connected. So when the battery is on, then current is passed through the coil 1. Current is passed through the coil 1 means what? Magnetic field is produced in a coil 1, and this changing magnetic field exert force on coil 2, and so the current is start producing, current is induced in the coil 2. It is similar way what we have discussed earlier. In earlier case there was a coil and magnet, and here is a coil 1, coil 2. So coil 1 is entirely a type of a magnet, it is moved, and coil 2 is stationary. So by the induction process, current is induced in the coil 2 itself. So these two activities are very important. Sometimes activities are also been asked. Please learn them. It is given in the book also. Now again, to explain that there is a motion, there is a force, there is a induced current. The three things are over there. So to explain what is the relation between the motion and magnetic force and electric induced current, again the Fleming's given a law that is called Fleming's right hand rule. So what is Fleming's right hand rule? We stretch our right hand like this, then thumb indicates the direction of motion. Always this your forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field. Then this central finger start with C. So central finger indicates direction of induced current, provided all these three are perpendicular to each other. That statement is given. Please learn it. Sometime in a board question will be asked, what is Fleming's left hand rule, what is Fleming's right hand rule, what is Maxwell's right hand thumb rules. So these three rules are given over there. Along with the directions, you must learn them. And children, after that, I told you to prepare a note. You are preparing, but I thought I would give some questions so that at least you busy and prepare them. You should not be in doubt. So I have write the assignment question is over there. Question 1, what is electromagnetic induction and who discovered it? I think with the help of book and my PPT you can get it. Second, explain Fleming's left hand rule and Fleming's right hand rule along with the diagrams. Please a statement लिखो. And thirdly, that with the help of coil, magnet and galvanometer, explain an activities related to electromagnetic induction. So these three assignment questions are given you. So prepare it, learn it. Next day we discuss the electric motor, electric generator, and remaining few parts are left. So next my next Tuesday I try to clear, I give all that remaining concept over there. So thank you children. Take care.